Hey, what is up, everyone? It's Rich. All right, welcome to a new video. I thought what I would do today is take a look at this book that I ordered. So this is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the art of the movie, and I have seen the movie. I haven't seen it all the way through though, but I've seen like the first hour probably about 10 times. But I'm generally working when I watch it, and so I didn't want to like just be working and watch the end of it. But anyway, I bought this on eBay from a company called Blow It Outta Here, and it's supposed to be new. The shrink wrap looks questionable at best, but the book looks like it's in real nice shape, so I'm not really super worried about it. But let me pause this for a second. I'm gonna take off the shrink wrap and check it out. I saw a guy do a flip through of this on YouTube, and it looked really, really cool. And I'll talk a little bit about what I know about the book once we get it open. So hold on. Okay, much better. I can see this better. This is a pretty cool shot on the cover. He's actually like this is the way that you would read the piece. It's really, really cool design that they used for this movie. It's really stylish. I think it's got great nods back to sort of more retro stuff, and yet looks just like incredibly, incredibly contemporary at the same time. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. I think for any comic book fan, it's just cool, cool looking stuff. And yeah, I don't really know much about the Spider Verse and all that. Like, I don't really read Spider Man currently, and I haven't in a while. So, I just had heard really good things about the movie, and a bunch of my friends who saw it were like, they would go to the movie theater multiple times to watch it, like on the big screen. And I was too busy, so I just worked, and then I knew I would catch it at some point, and it was on Netflix, and here we are. But yeah, I really, I mean, uh, the character is really, really cool. Like, I love Peter Parker, but for whatever the sort of circumstances were that this character popped up, he's a cool kid. I really like the relationship that he has with his parents and with I think it's his uncle. And yeah, it's really cool. Him, like, there's some really funny parts. But yeah, I mean, it's so interesting how they create this stuff, and it's very like it almost looks like 3D without being 3D. I mean, meaning like that weird sort of like red blue spectrum that makes stuff look 3D. We're gonna have to hustle though, because if I go this slow through the whole book, we're never gonna get through much of this. So that's just so cool looking. There's some Japanese artists that do real colorful styles. There's actually someone I follow on Instagram too that uses sort of a palette similar to this. It's like a lot of like purples, pinks, and super ultraviolet blues. And you'll see with Cyberpunk 2077, the video game coming out. I mean, it's the super saturated colors are going to be super hot for a while, and then it'll run its course, and something else will come back. I mean, it's just so interesting looking. Really, really fun. I mean, I like a variety of books, and I think I've been pretty book heavy on my channel, but I think most of you know that I really don't look at these when I'm not on YouTube. So YouTube has been a fun excuse, one, to even pick up more books, and then two, to actually look at them. And I actually find it kind of funner to almost watch the videos back than flip through the book, because you get nice big scans. If you watch it like on a big screen, it's like the book now is big. This reminds me a little bit of oh man, what's his name? Craig Mullins, like some of the early Craig Mullins concept art. Oh, it's so nice. I love, love, love that look. That's so cool. This is great too. Just amazing color palettes. These are probably sampled from real photos or art that's been successful. Most of the time now, when people, I mean, a lot of this stuff is sort of cloned in a weird way. So it's like, you know what I mean? If someone's a fan of this movie, they could just go and sample a color palette off of a piece like this and get pretty close to at least the vibe, depending on how you use it and stuff like that. But it's not that simple, but it's not like a traditional painting where you're mixing paints and actually trying to like come up with like a scheme. But man, so cool. But yeah, so one thing I was going to recommend is if you do like this book and you're considering getting it, I would recommend maybe grabbing it soon. I have a hunch on this one that it's going to get harder and harder to find and probably get more and more expensive. I don't think that they really probably made very many of these, and I don't really see them ever doing like a second printing of it. So, just something to consider because it's still somewhat affordable right now. But yeah, you don't want to like miss the boat and then 2 or 3 years from now try to look for this thing and find out that it's gotten pretty expensive. It's a unique book, and this is so cool. But yeah, I think probably Sunday night I'm gonna finish the movie. I'll start from the beginning and just kind of watch it through in one full blast. But yeah, I had started it and got, I think, to like the Doctor Octopus scene the first time or somewhere around there, and then it was getting late and I went to bed, and then I just found myself, I constantly was, not constantly, but you know, I would pop it on while I was working, but I never wanted to go past that point, and I've gotten further than that now. But yeah, I didn't want to work and just sort of have it on, and then it's like, oh, it's over. I kind of know what happened, and this is a fold out. Oh, wow. This yeah, it doesn't look like this book has been looked through before. I won't go crazy on these, but pretty cool, like storyboards. I'm actually, who knows? I might be further into the movie than I think. It's, yeah, it's so wild. Color palettes are just so out there. And to me, I just look at this as its own thing. It's like it doesn't affect, for me, years of Peter Parker or whatever. I remember when I initially was hearing that they were doing other Spider-Man, or that like Peter Parker wouldn't be. I was like, what? Come on, that's lame. But I mean, they're just different stories. It's like you just have to kind of like. I highly doubt most people have read every issue of Amazing Spider-Man with Peter Parker, so it's like if you've tapped all of those stories, then you know, I don't know. You could write your own. Why not? Just do fan fiction. Oh man, it's so cool. I remember seeing this in this guy's video, and it's this, for whatever reason, this really like, I really like this. It's just got like a really cool look, and it's got like an energy to it. I think the pose of him really kind of sells it. I didn't realize Miles is sitting right there. Oh, he's watching TV. I didn't realize. Yeah, it's a really cool shot. It's a shame that this isn't more like the center seam is a little tight on this. Oh man, it's so cool. Again, great color palettes. This is so distinct to the other one. Hold on, I'm gonna let my cat out. She's like standing up at the door. Yeah, really nice colors here. It's a lot you can learn from this, but it's pretty complicated. It really is. This is like simple, well, I don't know, simple design and silhouettes that are just like crazy, crazy advanced coloring techniques. It's a little, I wish I could get it a little brighter. I don't know if this will work. Moved up the brightness a little bit on my camera. It's really difficult during the summer to shoot videos in here, honestly. It's like the best time would be like later in the day, but later in the day I'm working. I'm not going to stop to do videos. I know myself better than that. So I knock these out in the morning. It's kind of like a short to-do list before I start my day. And it feels good to accomplish it, honestly. It's like, if you set a goal, like I'm doing a drawing series for Patreon, which this is going to go up on Patreon first. So hello, Patreon peeps. But yeah, I mean, you feel like you've accomplished a lot. Like 11 o'clock rolls around, you're like, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. Then you settle in to actually like work. And if you finish even a page of art that day, then you had a super productive day. You can pat yourself on the back and say, good job. You're dedicated. Oh, yes, that's cool. Yep. Each environment has its own vibe and style, and it's just really, really cool. It's nice. But yeah, so this book looks it's maybe approximately 200 pages. This is so cool. He's a really cool design. I actually was not sure 100% who this guy was going to end up being because I had never read the comics. So I was like, oh man, this is interesting. Like, what superhero is he? Um, but like I said, I'm probably the most clueless comic book pro for some stuff that you'll ever meet. I just don't follow it, you know. I follow what I'm into. I follow the art, and you know that's kind of my thing. So I know a lot, but it's like very like it's very spread out and over weird just areas. But I'm always trying to learn new stuff. So who knows? One day maybe I'll be a Spider Verse expert. This is really cool. Man, the detailing on that's great. Look at that. This is a really cool shot too. Really cool. Okay, so let's start hustling. Oh man, the colors on that are great. Wow, look at that. Love the reflection colors. Man, that is just lush. This too is really, really good. Oh, there's so much good art. All right, so let's. Oh, the school. Oh, their uniforms. It's pretty funny. That's cool. Really, really cool. Oh yeah, this is a nice shot. Again, it's just got a totally different vibe than anything else that we've seen so far. I have to do this book in two parts. I'm gonna actually stop it at 15 minutes, and we'll do a part two, because I actually want to kind of look at the whole book, and like, this is just a good excuse and way to do it, and then I can get to what I need to do today, not do a ridiculously long video. It's nice. Again, really, really great color choices. So this will be a Patreon early access. I may use this as Super Fun Sunday tomorrow. We'll see. I can't do a Super Fun Sunday tomorrow. I've got stuff to do. This is cool. Oh, this folds out. This is more of these. Yeah, more of the black and white storyboards. The birds on them. That's funny. Oh, this is cool. Pretty accurate to the movie, actually. Like her likeness is pretty good. This is cool. Blurred vision, the art of this kid reminds me of one of the kids from New Superman that we did. These are different designs of the same kid. That's cool. His dorm room or whatever. It's cool. Nice little details. That's pretty cool. It's so abstract, but looks really good. Oh man, that's really cool. God damn. So talented. Artwork by Zach Retz. Oh, Craig Mullins. How funny is that? So I was right. Dude, how crazy is that I had no idea that Craig Mullins was involved in this and I called it earlier in the book with those things. I guarantee either he directed those people or did the pieces that I was saying reminded me of him. That's funny. What a trip. Good, man. This is what I'm saying. Like, I'm totally stupid about the most obvious stuff. Like I won't know the name of Hobgoblin or something, but then no, some random, like I'll spot that. That's really weird. I haven't seen Craig Mullins work in years. He was kind of one of the first concept artists that I discovered online, like where it was like I didn't really know his work, and just searching around, like I saw his work and was like, oh my god, this guy's insane. All right, so we're 15 minutes. I'm gonna wrap this up. Oh man, it's so cool. Probably Google all these artists that they're crediting for these pieces because I'd be curious to see more of their work and like follow them on Instagram and whatnot. So, but yeah, so we'll come back and we'll do more of this. Oh yeah, I remember seeing this in the guy's video. We'll end it on this. Look at this big spread. So nice, man. What a great shot. If you really look at this up close, it's very very simple what they did, but from far back it looks so realistic. So it's just like a beigeish orange, an orange, a lighter orange, and then a yellow. And then look at that from this distance, how real it looks. Isn't that crazy? It's kind of the Leyendecker approach to color. Is if you actually kind of look closely at a Leyendecker painting, it looks so realistic and so structurally 3D. And you zoom in, and it's like he took three dabs of color and placed it just very accurately. And you step back a foot or two, and it just looks so 3D. This is quite a bit more detail, but this is clearly like digital painted and stuff like that. All those scales and stuff would take a while to draw. Very cool though. So all right, smash the like. I will see you all in a few days, and I will have more videos. But yeah, we will continue with this book because I want to see more. And I figure I'll do it in a video. I think I'll be perfect. So all right, have a great day. Bye.